Justin O'Neill to jump center, and the 6'7" junior wins the tip. Zachary Guerin gets the ball, loses the ball, and a quick basket there on the layup from Jesus Milan, one of only 2 to score last year for the Little Green in the game that Bedford won 56-54. Bulldogs with the ball in the front court. Harry Lagulon backed into a corner, now over to Morgan up top. Morgan looking for somebody, looks to Guerin down low, who fights for the ball, and now gets it over to Morgan on the wing for 3. The shot misses. Milan the rebound, and Central right back the other way, leading 2-0, half a minute into the game. Milan with the ball up top, dribbling with the left hand, now over to the near side to Mauwau, and then a 3-point shot there missed by Didi Nyang. Nyang had 1 point in last year's game for the Little Green. Justin O'Neill gets the ball to Guerin down low, kicks it back to O'Neill, and Justin O'Neill knocks down a 3, and the Bulldogs take a 3-2 lead a minute into the game. 7 left here in the first quarter.
Interesting, both teams going with a 2-3 zone to start.
Now driving the lane and making a nice floater is Royce Williams, the sophomore guard for Central. An interesting footnote, neither team last year really got much production from underclassmen. Just about everything came from their seniors. O'Neill with a 3 from up top, and again, the big man making it rain. He's got 6 early, and the Bulldogs on top 6-4. And now Royce Williams, the sophomore guard, dribbles into the front court, chewing on his mouth guard, dribbles with the left hand to the lane, draws it back out, now gets it to Milan up top, now back to the near side to Williams, misses a 3-point long rebound to Lagulon, quickly into the front court to Green, dribbles with the right hand behind the back. And now Green down low to Guerin, who gets some inside position, fights down low, and Zachary Guerin, a big basket there, using the body to create a little bit of space. Bulldogs on top 8-4, 2 minutes in.
Good inside-out attack here by Bedford against this zone so far.
Milan's pass down low to Williams, knocked away. Now it's Nyang dribbling into the corner, stolen there by Green, and Bedford going back the other way. Green dribbling just outside the 3-point line. A slow, kind of lazy pass stolen there by Williams. His left-handed layup misses for the Little Green. Lagulon with the rebound, and now turnover. One begets another, I guess. Lagulon with a nice rebound there following on the play, and his pass to the front court goes out of bounds. It'll be Little Green ball.
First substitution of the night, Jabari Dowell checks in. Sophomore who's just been called up from JV. He replaces Niang.
And down low quickly to Jabari Dowell, who has his shot blocked. Bedford goes back the other way. And now O'Neill with the ball over to Green, now to Guerin down low. Nice move, kicks it back out to Lagulon, had a notion at a 3, held up. Now Guerin shoots a 17-footer from the right wing. His shot misses. Dowell with the rebound, back the other way. Milan for the Little Green, dribbles into the lane, loses the ball. Lagulon picks it up, a scrum down low for it, and gets it over to Tim Green, and the Bulldogs will take the ball back into the front court. They lead it 8-4, 5 minutes left in the first. Now Thomas Morgan dribbling with the right hand, now over to the corner, and a whistle, and the foul called there on Jesus Milan. It will be his first.
Looks like Central's gone back to man-to-man defense here after Bedford had a good start offensively.
So the Bulldogs will get the ball in. Morgan with a long arm sleeve on his right hand, gets it over to Lagulon, now down low to Guerin. Fumbles it, kicks it over to the corner to Morgan, drives the lane, now back to Guerin. Ball knocked away from Zachary, but off the hands of Didi Nyang, and right back the other way for the Bulldogs. Check that, will stay on the offensive end, leading 8-4, 4:36 left in the first quarter.
Great penetration and dish there by Morgan. There was a nifty little bounce pass to set up Guerin.
Tim Green dribbling into the front court, now gets it over to Lagulon on the near side. Harry still debating about what he's going to do. Back to Green into the corner. Now Green is hassled, but able to get rid of the ball to Morgan up top. Morgan dribbling with the left hand now to Green on the near side. Down low to Lagulon, creating space on Jesus Milan. Nice post move, can't finish. Ball batted around down there, and Lagulon and Baril Mauwau fight for the ball. And it will be a foul called on Harry, his first.
Spoke to one of the assistant coaches for Central before the game. He said they used a different starting lineup every game this season.
makes it rough to get into any kind of a good flow. Pass down low to Dowell, who tries a little up and under, blocked by Zachary Guerin there, and the Bulldogs about halfway through the first quarter lead at 8-4. It'll be little green ball underneath. Mauau to inbound. Gets it over to Michael Dupree, and Dupree's three-pointer misses. Long rebound to Royce Williams, and Williams finishes. Now 8-6 in favor of Bedford. Bedford wearing their white uniforms, red numbers, black trim, little green in green uniforms, because why not, with white numbers. Guerin with the ball down low, has it blocked again, and back the other way are the little green. Nyang over to the corner now to Williams, or check that to Milan, and Milan finishes with a layup, and the ball game's tied at 8 apiece. Bedford and the Manchester Central little green.
Milan's got some bounce in his step. He's a real athlete.
Bedford looking to get off the schneid. They've lost 3 of 4. The only one, a win in that mix, was the one to Memorial. And Tim Green's pass down low, stolen by Didi Nyang, and Central back the other way. 8-8, 3 minutes left here in the first. Williams back up top to Milan, now to Nyang, dribbling with the right hand, now back to the left over to the near side to Williams. Williams' three misses. Morgan tried to seal Nyang off but couldn't, and instead the ball knocked away by Nyang. Nyang angling for a call right there, said that Morgan stuck his elbow out, and the transgression not seen by the official.
Only one foul called so far, so these refs have put their whistles away a little bit.
They want to beat the snow. 8 apiece, 2:40 left here in the first. Trey Ravenel into the game for Bedford, driving to his left, and was fouled there by Michael Dupree, the junior forward for Central. So it's interesting how this works. Last year, Central's team, Andrew, was primarily seniors. That's where they got most of their scoring, and now all of a sudden they're young.
Yeah, new crop, and they're working on chemistry to find the right collection of starters.
O'Neal inbounded to Ravenel. The ball knocked away. Ravenel had an open path to the basket, and one thing leads to another. Morgan picks it up, misses a layup. Now he'll kick it over to Lagulon, who drives baseline. Now he's going to kick it back out instead, under to Green, who's got to get out of the key. Now back to Ravenel up top, and they say that Trey traveled. So it'll be little green ball back the other way. Felt like Tim Green was in the key for an eternity there.
Yeah, he got out just in time.
And I felt like the entire Manchester Central bench was yelling the same thing. 8-8, 2:15 left here in the first. Dribbling into the front court is Jathan Bosch, a new face for the little green. Dupree thought he had a layup, blocked there by O'Neal, and picking up the garbage is Daniel Infante, senior forward, who puts the little green on top. Gives them their first lead since it was 2-0, 10-8 in favor of Manchester Central. Morgan driving the lane, behind the back, loses the ball. Now he's got to find somebody. Now to Green over on the far wing. Green back to the near side to Morgan, who shoots a three. Morgan's three rattles around, doesn't fall. Now back the other way. The little green, Didi Nyang, will bring the ball into the front court. A baseball pass to the near side. Now back up top to Bosch, who drives the lane. Kicks it over to Dupree. Now back to Sam Cody, and looking for something, looking baseline. Tried Nyang on the pass. Nyang unable to finish. Rebound to Ravenel. Bedford back the other way. Chasing 2, 1:15 left here in the first. Now Tim Green, a three from the corner, and the Bulldogs seize an 11-10 lead. A minute and 9 remaining here in the first.
9 of Bedford's 11 points coming from distance here in the first quarter.
Driving the lane is Manchester Central's Daniel Infante, and he is fouled on that one. And they rule that foul on Trey Ravenel. That is Trey's first. And to the line and shooting 2 will be Daniel Infante.
That was a nice backdoor cut on that last possession by Central, and I thought O'Neal got a piece of that shot attempt by Niang. Nice individual defensive play by O'Neal.
Wholesale substitutions for everybody. I feel like we've seen everybody on the Central roster so far, and now for the Bulldogs, Connor Butts in, Thomas Morgan out. And the Bulldogs lead, or check that, the game tied at 11 after Infante made his first free throw. His second off the front iron. Ravenel grabs the rebound, so the game knotted at 11. Butts will bring the ball quickly into the front court. Dribbles to his left, now to Green on the far side. Green to Ravenel up top. Trey back to the near side to Harry Lagulon. Now on the weave is Justin O'Neill, and a little finger roll from Justin. He's fouled along the way, and he'll try for a three-point play right here to give the Bulldogs a 4-point lead.
Great catch by O'Neill to set up that and one. Showing off his athleticism. He's made 2 3-pointers already. And then to be able to make that catch and finish off the bucket, really nicely done.
So more substitutions on the part of Central. They're running it like a hockey lineup. Harry nods his head yes. The hockey guy on our bench. And now O'Neill knocks down his free throw. The Bulldogs have that 3-point lead. O'Neill has 9. He only had 1 in last year's matchup, which shows you just how much this Bedford lineup has changed year over year. Little Green driving the lane. Sean Moore has the ball knocked away. Butts chases it. Sam Cody comes up with it. Tries to pass down low to Jabari Dowell, but the ball knocked away by Bedford. It'll be Little Green ball, 14-11, just under half a minute left here in the first.
Bedford settling into the 2-3 half-court zone on the inbounds play.
Now driving the lane, or trying to, is Bosch. Ball knocked away from him. Lagulon, nice outlet pass to Tim Green, and Green, a left-handed layup. He gets a bucket. He's got 5. The Bulldogs lead by 5. Right back the other way is Bosch. Kicks it over to the corner to Dowell. Now back up top to Cody. Now to the near side to Moore. Moore's shot blocked by Lagulon. A save there made by Justin O'Neill. He got lucky. Now another baseball pass from Green into the front court. A shot attempted by Connor Butts as the buzzer goes. Did the shot go? They said no, they waved it off. He held on too long.
Yeah, that was interesting timing on that play because he drew contact nicely, and it was enough where sometimes the refs will call that, and he made the layup, but it was just a tick too late.
Didn't quite get it out of his hands. It was almost like he couldn't shoot it early enough because of the contact that was coming, and because of that, he held on just a hair too long. We'll see if that winds up mattering. The Bulldogs on top by 5, 16-11. And like we talked about in last year's game, kind of the really strange thing, the leading scorer for Central last year, Antoine Revere, had 16. Kyler Bossy, 6'4" senior, had 13. Eric Rodriguez, 6'3" senior, had 9. Jeremiah Rivera, 6. So, I mean, you're basically running down a solid 95% of their scoring. For Bedford, it's like a walk down memory lane if you look at their scores. Max Chartier with 15. Nolan Anderson with 13. Liam O'Connell with 6. Harry had 6 in the game as well. And then other points scored somewhere along the way. Justin O'Neill had a whopping 2. So really not a whole lot of offense came out of that game and is still a part of this Bedford lineup this year.
Well, that's the thing. O'Neill came off the bench last year, and certainly remember him being a part of that game and making an impact, but his opportunity has grown a lot this year, and he's stepped into a leadership role, and that really showed in the first quarter when he scored 9 here tonight.
And it is certainly tough, particularly playing for Bedford, when you have a guy like Nolan Anderson. And I remember that night Nolan Anderson was hot, and he was working it down low. It's hard to sit him in favor of somebody else. 16-11, the Bulldogs on top. We kick off the, can I say that? We kick off the second quarter here, 16-11. Tim Green will inbound from the near side. Some extracurricular activities taking place down low. Ravenel and Michael Dupree. And Green looking for somebody, instead opts for Connor Butts in the backcourt. And Butts now dribbling into the front court to Harry. Harry back up top to Green. Now back over to O'Neill on the far side. The 3 is short. O'Neill follows his shot, gets the rebound, somehow stays in bounds. Now kicks it over to Green for 3. Tim knocks down his second 3 of the game. He's got 8, and the Bulldogs extend their lead to 8.
I like that. Green really settled himself physically and got still and then drained that amidst traffic.
The ball down low, knocked away there. Infante driving the lane, and they will say Infante was on the ground when he was fouled by Trey. So he will be a part of this Little Green team that's inbounding, trailing Bedford by 8. Ball inbounded there by Mauau. Now over to the far side to Nyang. His 3 looked good, was long. Now Lagulon gets the rebound. Outlet pass into the front court. Picked up on the short hop by Tim Green. Now Justin O'Neill drives the lane, kicks to Trey on the baseline. 15-footer from Trey is good, and the Bulldogs extend their lead again, up by 11, right back the other way, a long pass to Michael Dupree. He gets a basket, and now 21-13, 6:54 left here in the first half.
Well, that ends a 10-0 run from Bedford. They're really hitting their groove here offensively in the second quarter.
Ball back to the near side to Lagulon with the right hand, gets it back over to Tim Green. The ball knocked away from Green. Nyang in the front court and makes a layup with the left hand, gets the bucket, does Didi Nyang his first points of the game, and now Central on their own run, 21-15 in favor of the Bulldogs, leading by 6, 6.5 left in the first half. Pass down low to Lagulon from Ravenel. The ball knocked away, and they say it was last touched by Harry. It'll be Central ball coming back the other way. Some subs for Bedford. Dyer and Butts, the guards. We see Butts' dad along the way, sitting with Nick Stavropoulos, a noted Central alum. Nyang dribbling over to the far side, now over to Dupree, and the pass back up top, attempted for Infante, and unable to save it is Jesus Milan. It'll be Bulldog ball on the near side, leading by 6, 21-15, 6 minutes left here in the first half.
Getting back to that last possession where Harry lost that ball out of bounds, he and Guerin have both had opportunities where they caught it in the post, and if they quickly could turn, they had an opening to the basket. So we'll see if the Bulldogs take advantage of that as the game progresses.
Jordan Dyer trying to inbound. Nyang knocked it back to the scorer's table. Now Butts, a nice little pass down low to Guerin. Guerin had a chance at a layup, held up. O'Neal with the ball up top. Now to Dyer. Drives the lane, kicks over to Butts. The ball blocked. Nice job by Guerin to get the rebound. Now to O'Neal outside the three-point line on the far side. And Justin's three is good. That's his third triple of the game, giving him 12. The Bulldogs on top 24-15. And right back the other way, the pass to Nyang on the far side. O'Neal had a chance to steal it, knocked it away, at least a pass breakup. Little Green quickly inbounding the ball. Royce Williams driving to his right. And they say that Williams fouled there by Jordan Dyer, his first. Bulldogs on top by 9, 5.5 left in the game. Butts out, Morgan in for Bedford.
O'Neal is undeterred by the snow here today. He's hot inside the gym.
Yes, we do need a little bit of snow though. Williams to the near side, over to Cody. Cody back up top, over to Nyang. Nyang dribbles to the left, back to Cody. A long three for Sam Cody. Gets every part of the iron in and out. Rebounded by Williams, back up top to Nyang. Cody to the far side, now to Dowell. And Dowell, a nice two-pointer from about 17 feet from the base for Jabari Dowell, now 24-18 in favor of the Bulldogs. They say that was a three?
They called that a three.
Okay. I didn't see the officials' hands go up. Williams steals the ball from Morgan, back the other way. Guerin does a nice job interfering with the shot. Another shot by Central, also missed. Rebounded by O'Neal. Bulldogs on top by 6, 4:50 left in the first half. O'Neal working hard, gets the ball over to the far side to Dyer. Now Dyer dribbling, driving the lane. Looked like he wanted to drive it and kick it back out, which he does to O'Neal, who then drives the lane, gets his pocket picked by Cody, and right back the other way is Nyang for the Little Green, and Didi's layup is good, and the Bulldogs see their lead that was a 1-point-10, now cut to 4, 24-20, 4:20 left here in the first half. Thomas Morgan doing a lot of work dribbling, gets it over to Harry on the near side, drives the lane, off the glass and in for Harry, and they call a foul along the way. Harry will go to the line and, nope, check that, offensive foul.
Actually, what I think happened is Harry lost his mouth guard, and the referee stopped play so he could recover it, and they're going to count the basket.
Okay, so we count the basket, all right. Nyang with the three off the back iron, missed. Dowell follows, can't make it, and then follows again. Jabari Dowell, an imposing forward, doing a great job in his first varsity game.
Showing why he was called up from JV. Looked really good on that corner three, and then nice athletic offensive putback there.
The official ruling, I'm assuming, is a three. I think you and I both thought it was just a shade inside the line. We don't really have the best view from here, but I didn't see the officials do the universal sign for a made three.
I saw out of the corner of my eye, I saw the official near half court give the 3-point signal. And on the scoreboard Central has 22, which matches up with that being a three-pointer.
Yes, I will fix that. That gives the young sophomore forward, Jabari Dowell, 5 so far on the game. The Bulldogs leading 26-22, led by Justin O'Neill. He's got 12. Tim Green's got 8 already. So between those two, accounting for 80% of the Bulldogs scoring so far.
Yeah, and 15 of their points have come from three-point land. Green has made 2, and O'Neill has made 3, so more than half of Bedford's points coming from long distance.
May as well take it. Contrast that with Central, which has but 1 3, and there's your difference in the game. Taking the 3 instead of the 2, as long as you got a shot to make it.
3 is worth more than 2.
It's just math. 26-22, Bedford on top, 3:55 left here in the first half. Morgan inbounds to the 6'7" forward O'Neill, dribbling with the left hand, now to Dyer. Dyer will dribble with the right, over to Morgan, up top, back to O'Neill on the far side. O'Neill looks down low to Guerin, trying to create a little space with his body. Back up top to Harry Lagulon, now up to Dyer, and the Bulldogs just trying to get a little bit of something going on offense. Dyer gets some space around that pick from Guerin, and now into the corner. He's trapped and opts to throw the ball off of Victor Sanchez, the junior guard for the Little Green. It'll be Bulldog ball on the far side.
Yeah, smart play by Dyer, who was trapped in the corner.
Dyer inbounds to Thomas Morgan across half court, and the Bulldogs will bring it right back the other way. Morgan with a full head of steam gets it to Dyer up top, now over to the near side to Lagulon. Harry driving baseline. They collapse on him. Now he kicks it back to Zachary Guerin. Guerin back to Lagulon outside the 3. Found Morgan down low just a half second late. Harry dribbling with the left. Now back to O'Neill up top. Shoots from the free throw line. A little jumper. Misses. Rebound there by Williams. Back the other way is the Central Little Green. Williams will shoot a 3 from up top. Rattles around. The Bulldogs got lucky on that one. That one was deep. They lead by 4. 2:50 left here in the first half. Morgan back the other way. Doing a nice job with the drive. A little fadeaway. Misses Lagulon with the rebound. And now O'Neill had a chance after the pass from Lagulon to either dunk it or lay it in. Is fouled along the way. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, O'Neill likes to go for dunks against the Manchester team. Teams, we saw him do it against Memorial just recently, and that one would have been a dunk if not for the block and foul from Niang.
So O'Neill's first free throw is good. He is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. The Bulldogs lead by 5. 2:43 remaining here in the first half of play. O'Neill shirt untucked, wearing bright pink shoes if you're listening to us on the radio. If you're on TV, you can see that. Little Green coming back the other way, going right to left across your radio dial if you have one. And now back over to the near side to Milan, who looks down low, looking for somebody, Sanchez, along the baseline, but Sanchez would have had to find himself a stepladder or a pogo stick to make that catch. And now the Bulldogs will inbound. Morgan receives the inbounds pass from Dyer, guarded there by Royce Williams, and quickly into the front court. Tim Green to the scorer's table for Bedford, looking to check into the game. Bulldogs on top by 6. Harry driving the lane, kicks it back out to Dyer. Now Dyer around, and they say that Zachary Guerin committed a moving screen as Dyer was trying to get around it. So the foul called there on Zachary Guerin, and now into the game is Tim Green replacing Jordan Dyer. Did a nice job in some extended action here in the first half.
Both teams only with 4 fouls in the first half.
Cody over to the far side to Milan. Milan into the lane, finds Williams. Now Williams dribbles, drives base. A nice pass there, but the shot blocked by Zach Guerin. And then Williams winds up coming back with the ball, makes one high off the glass, and is fouled as well. The hoop counts, and Guerin committed the foul, so Williams will go to the line and attempt to complete a 3-point play to bring his team within 3. Free throw from Williams, good. That gives him 7 so far in the game. Bulldogs see their lead cut 28-25. Into the front court, Green with the ball. thinking about finding Guerin down low. Guerin tried to set him a pick, but the ball knocked away there by Milan. Central back the other way, and he is fouled on the floor as Milan by Tim Green, who's now grabbing his jaw.
Yeah, smart foul there by Green, since Manchester Central is not in the bonus, but he did get a shot to the chin out of it.
The next foul committed by Bedford will send the Little Green to the line. Bedford leads by 3. Williams dribble, spins, kicks it back over to Cody. Cody dribbling with the right hand into the paint. Now finds Infante. The shot blocked there by Guerin. Nice job to keep it alive by Thomas Morgan, but Morgan knocks the ball out of bounds, and it'll be, or check that, it will be Bedford ball. It looked like he knocked it out, but instead they say that he knocked it off of Williams' fingers. Bulldogs lead by 3, 1:20 left here in the first half. Morgan over to Lagulon on the near side. Harry's had opportunities at threes, but is not interested. Dribbles around up top, now behind the back, looks over to the corner to Green. Guerin and Green are on top of each other. Need to space a little bit, and now Lagulon behind the back, spins, misses the layup. Milan the rebound, back the other way for Central. Nice late bounce pass to Royce Williams. Williams gets his 8th and 9th points of the game, and the Bulldogs see their lead that was a 1-point-10, now cut to 1. They lead at 28-27. Trapped in the front court is Green, finds O'Neal down low. Nice job by Justin O'Neal. Reverse layup, and O'Neal makes a bucket. Big first half for Justin. Bulldogs on top now by 3. Williams with a 3 from the far side, misses long. Dowell with a rebound. Milan back with it. Now Cody spins, thought about a shot from the free throw line. Now a three-pointer missed there by Milan. Rebound to Williams, knocked around for a little bit, and then Williams somehow winds up coming up with it and puts in the bucket. And the Bulldogs, with about 10 seconds left in the first half, lead by 1. Got to get a shot off before halftime. Green has it down low to O'Neal, doing a little creation of space with his shoulder. And the ball knocked away from Justin by the Little Green, and the Bulldogs, with 1.4 seconds left in the first half, will inbound from the near side. Got to get a quick shot. Green to inbound. Thomas Morgan gets it, opportunity to shoot, but the shot blocked there by Daniel Infante, and that will end the first half. Good evening, welcome back to the Bedford High Gym. Bedford Bulldogs leading the Manchester Central Little Green by the slimmest of margins, 30-29 after the first 16 minutes of basketball. Lauren Fox and Andrew Hansen bringing you all the action. And for Bedford, it was one that really, partway into that second quarter, looked like it was going to be a runaway.
Yeah, they're up 10, and then the Little Green used their defense to get back into the game, and that's what I think the key is going to be in the second half is, can Bedford take care of the ball? Turnovers are so important in close games like this, and that's what I'm going to look to see for improvement for the Bulldogs in the second half.
And for Bedford, the other real trick is going to be finding a way to use ball movement to create space for shots. If they're not able to do that, it's going to be a real tough second half for them. So right back at it, the Little Green going left to right on your radio dial. If you're watching on TV, well, you can just see it anyway. Didi Niang with the ball, dribbling to his left, now to Infante, who drives the lane. Guerin gets about his 38th block of the game so far. Now back over to the far side, or check that, the near side to Royce Williams, and he sinks a 3. And just like that, the Little Green on top, 32-30. Just their third lead of the game. O'Neal with the ball on the near side, tries to get it to Guerin, instead stolen there by Milan. Driving layup with the right hand, little finger roll, and Jesus Milan gets his third basket of the game. And Central scoring 5 early here in the second half to lead by 4. Tim Green dribbling, loses the ball, knocked away, picked up there by Barrio Mauau, and then Niang back the other way on the layup, is fouled. It does not fall, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, just a dream start for Manchester here to start the second half with a three-pointer, a turnover, a score, and then another turnover.
The free throw missed. Central has had 3, made 1. Leading by 4, 7:06 left here in the second, or check that, in the third quarter, and then Didi Niang makes his second. And the Bulldogs now chasing 5. 7 minutes left here in the third quarter of play. Morgan dribbling into the front court. Gets it over to Guerin along the baseline. His shot missed. Green fighting for the rebound. Comes up with it somehow. Gets it over to Morgan. And Morgan's three is good. Thomas Morgan gets his first 3 points of the game. And the Bulldogs cut that Central lead to 2. Now Williams driving the lane. Layup misses. O'Neal picks up the rebound. He's back the other way as Justin O'Neal has a hard time corralling the ball. And they called a double dribble on that one. I don't know that I saw it. It looked like it went off his knee.
Yeah, right before it went off his knee, he sort of gathered it with both hands, or attempted to, and that led to the infraction.
So the turnover called there on O'Neal. The Bulldogs trails 35-33. An entry pass there from Didi Niang attempted for Infante. It'll be incomplete, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Interesting, Bedford going with the half-court 2-3 zone again to start the second half, just like they started off the ball game.
Into the front court, Thomas Morgan dribbling with the right hand. Now back to his left, over to Lagulon up top, guarded closely there by Mauau. And now to Guerin. Guerin with the ball up top, not his usual place. Drives the lane, and I guess one good turn deserves another. Guerin finds his shot blocked. It'll be Bedford ball underneath. Bulldogs chasing 2, 6 minutes left here in the third. O'Neal inbounds to Green. On the wing on the near side, dribbling right to left, looking for somebody. Now Thomas Morgan will help him out up top. Pass to Zachary Guerin, spin move, now back to Green. Green dribbling up top. Morgan with the shot from the far side, a 3 for Thomas Morgan, his second in 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and the Bulldogs grab a 36-35 lead. Now Williams back the other way. His 3 misses. Guerin, nice job cleaning the glass there. Gets it to O'Neal. Justin dribbling into the front court. Over to the far side to Morgan. Thought he was going to heat check himself. And instead the ball knocked away, and it'll be Bulldog ball underneath.
He certainly could after making those 2 threes, and that's bad news for Central if Thomas Morgan heats up.
Didn't really take a whole lot of shots in the first half. We don't have any stats, but didn't really do a whole lot of shooting. Now the inbound pass to Green on the near side, back down low to Lagulon. Blocked. Niang emerges with the ball into the front court to Mauau. Mauau knocks the ball around. Picked up there by Infante. Now Milan, the one to finish, and Milan picks up another bucket. It's his 4th of the game. He's got 8. Central on top, 37-36. Over to the far side to Lagulon. Now back to Green. Down low to Guerin. Finds some space. Ball knocked away. Guerin will go to the line. He was fouled. He will shoot 2.
A lot of 50-50 balls here in the third quarter. And the winner tonight might be the one who grabs the most of those.
Guerin's first free throw misses. And his second one also short. And the Bulldogs had a chance to take a lead, instead trail by 1, 37-36. Mauau dribbling into the paint, kicks it back out to Cody. Now back up top to Milan, dribbling with the left hand, down low to Infante. The pass was deflected. Infante missed a reverse layup. O'Neal the rebound. Bedford back the other way. O'Neal furiously dribbling into the paint to Lagulon, who picks it up. And Harry is able to convert his second bucket of the game. He's got 4. The Bulldogs lead by 1. Back the other way. Cody in the little green. Sounds like a children's book. Down into the paint to Infante. Might have traveled. Got away with one. That time he didn't. And it'll be Bulldog ball after the little green turnover. 4:23 left in the third. 38-37 Bedford.
Play number 1 coming for the Bulldogs.
Coach Elmendorf using his best dad voice there. Bulldogs on top by 1. 4:15 left in the third. Morgan dribbling with the left hand, guarded there by Niang. Now dribbling with the right at the free throw line. Finds Justin O'Neal. Dribbling with the left, now back to Guerin. Zachary kicks it over to the corner to Lagulon. Harry fighting, trying to keep it alive. That helps when you're 6'7". O'Neal picks it up after it was deflected from Harry. The shot missed there, and Williams back the other way for the little green. Nice job by O'Neal to pick Williams' pocket, but they did not call him for the foul, just out of bounds. It'll be little green ball underneath. Bulldogs lead by 1, 3:50 left here in the third. Just a reminder, in case you're tuning in to catch Back and Forth with Bill Ingles, it will be on right after the game. So if you don't want to listen to us talk about basketball, actually, why wouldn't you? Stay with us and then catch a little Back and Forth with Bill after the game. Bedford on top by 1. The shot missed there by Niang, and another shot missed. Ravenel comes up with the rebound. Trey getting hassled down low. Now O'Neal will pick it up, but Bedford's got to hurry to get it into the front court. Gets it over to Morgan. Morgan dribbling, guarded closely there by Sam Cody. Gets it over to Green. Green looks down low to O'Neal. O'Neal drives baseline, and 2 went over to help on O'Neal, which left Harry Lagulon open. The assist O'Neal, the bucket Lagulon.
Yeah, good vision there by O'Neal, finding Lagulon behind the defense all by himself.
Williams gets the ball over to Cody. Ball knocked away, and now Ravenel emerges with it. Now Morgan doing his very best trying to just get out of the backcourt. He's in a little bit of trouble. Stolen by Williams. Central shot missed. Cody attempts to follow, misses. Williams picks up the rebound. Now it's a 50-50 ball, and Williams makes the shot. Gives him 5 here in the second half, 16 on the game, and the Bulldogs now clinging to a 40-39 lead. 2:37 left here in the third. Morgan into the front court. Lagulon with the ball now over on the far side. O'Neal trying to create a little bit of space. Instead comes out to the three-point line. A pass intended for Green, stolen by Williams. And Williams, an easy fast break layup. And Coach Elmendorf has seen enough. Royce Williams, 7 here in the second half. He's got 18. And Central on top by 1.
Yeah, it's that story of the turnover. And Manchester Central is just using some really aggressive defense here in the third quarter. They're putting a lot of pressure on whoever has the ball for Bedford. And it's resulted in a handful of turnovers already here in the third quarter.
The Bulldogs on top 41-40. Now at one point here in the second half, Bedford led 30-29 to start off the second half. Central went on a run to start things off, and Bedford came back, had themselves a lead, and right back the other way. So this thing has all the feeling of one that's going to go right down to the wire.
Yeah, it really does. And we saw Trey Ravenel check in a minute ago. I'd like to see if they can find him in a hole somewhere against this zone. And that's a weapon that Coach Elmendorf will look to here. Because if Bedford can just control the ball past the first pass, I think they can dissect the zone.
The real trick, too, is if you can get Justin O'Neal isolated on the baseline, you know somebody's going to come over on him to help out, which will always leave somebody open on the baseline. He's got the court vision to find that guy. That recipe that we just saw, the O'Neal to Lagulon pass, no reason not to keep going after that. O'Neal dribbles with his left hand, guarded closely there by Cody. The ball knocked away. Now Green over to O'Neal on the near side. The 3 from Justin misses. Cody the rebound. Central back the other way, leading by 1. 2 minutes left in the third. Nice pass down low to Dupree. Ball knocked around. Ravenel somehow comes up with it. Gets it over to O'Neal, and the Bulldogs will come right back the other way. Right to left on your radio dial. O'Neal to Green on the near side. Green guarded by Dowell, now into the paint. And Green fouled there by Jathan Bosch, and Green will go to the line. He'll shoot a pair.
Nice aggressive drive there by Green to create contact, get to the line, and try and get a couple easy ones and reclaim the lead. And we've seen Central go back to man-to-man since that timeout. You'll see coaches do that a lot. They'll switch their defense after the first timeout so that the other team can't make adjustments.
Green's first free throw, good. The second one also good. That gives Justin 10 on the game. Bulldogs on top, 42-41. 1:44 left here in the third. Ball over to the far side to Milan, dribbling with the right hand. Thought about a baseball pass. Now back to Cody on the far side. Now to Dupree. Now to Milan down low. Now to Dowell, who finds his shot blocked by O'Neal. Ball knocked around. Ravenel fighting over it with Central. And ultimately, Central calls a timeout with possession and will get the ball on their defense or on their offensive end. 1:26 remaining here in the third, trailing Bedford by 1.
Quite a scramble there. O'Neal came up with his second block of the quarter, and then Ravenel dove to the ground for the ball. He had his left arm underneath the Central player, and fortunate to come out of there without an injury.
Right.
But Central sure excited to be able to call timeout while they had possession there for a brief moment.
So it is Central ball and taking advantage of that possession because they know full well at this point in the game, a possession now is probably more important than the timeout later.
That's right, and Bedford's learned that already this season. The first game of the year, they won by 2 points. Second game, they lost by 3. And then they've also had 2 games where they've lost in the final seconds by one possession. So that's what's led to their 4-4 record. And hopefully that experience in those close games from earlier in the season will pay off down the stretch tonight.
For the Bulldogs, you mentioned it, this one critical to their playoff seeding. Central inbounds, now Milan finds the ball in the paint. Ravenel knocks it away. They say a foul called on Trey. And that is foul number Trey on Trey.
Yes, it is.
Central to inbound underneath. Milan to Cody, now up top to Bosch, now back down to Milan. Guarded there by Ravenel, makes a right-handed layup. Does Jesus Milan, that gives him 10, and it gives Central a 43-42 lead. Connor Butts dribbling into the front court, almost lost his footing, almost lost the ball, kept them both. Now misses the layup. O'Neal fighting down low for that rebound, and they say that Justin was fouled as he went up to get that board, so it'll be Bedford ball underneath. Has he been out at all?
I don't think he has. We've seen that a lot this season, so he's built up his stamina. Bedford needs him to play big minutes.
O'Neal inbounds to Green on the far side. The three, it looked like somebody got a piece of it. Knocked around and quickly into the front court. Bosch to Cody. Cody's layup is blocked, but Butts got a piece of him too. And Cody will go to the line and shoot 2 for Central, trying to increase this 43-42 lead.
Also a good foul by Bedford. This time it was Butts. And Cody, this will be his first trip to the line tonight.
Cody misses his first. That the 7th free throw of the third quarter. Keep in mind we only had 6 free throws in the entire first half. And now the second one out of the hands of Sam Cody also misses. The rebound there to Green. Back the other way, Bulldogs. Butts to Green. Green on the far side. Had a notion of driving, held up. Now back over to Harry Lagulon, who loses the handle. Butts winds up picking up the ball. Nice pass by Butts over to the corner to O'Neal. His 3 misses. Ravenel, great job to come up with the rebound. Finds his shot blocked. Milan back the other way for Central. And Milan wasn't going to challenge O'Neal in the lane. Misses a little floater. Rebound there to Ravenel. Bedford back the other way. Green driving the lane. Might have gotten hit a little bit. Cody winds up coming down with the rebound. It looked like he got knocked away by Dowell. It'll be Bulldog ball underneath. 19.1 left here in the third. 43-42. Bedford chasing the Central Little Green. Do you play for the last shot here?
I sure do.
O'Neal looking for somebody, anybody, looks to Green in the corner. Green picks up his dribble on the far side. Now to Lagulon on the baseline. Harry down low to Ravenel. Ravenel had a shot at a shot off the glass, missed it. Central back the other way. 5 seconds left here in the third. The ball knocked away from Nyang, and Ravenel takes a desperation heave. It goes way to the left of the backboard, and after all that action in the third, we're pretty much right where we started. Bedford started the third with a 1-point lead and ends it with a 1-point deficit, 43-42, 8 minutes of basketball to play.
Yeah, a lot of exciting action there in the third quarter. Turnovers, transition, contested attempts in the paint, and both teams had chances to convert from close range, and both missed on a few occasions that they normally would expect to make. So you're right. We're right back where we started at halftime with a 1-point game. Only difference here is that Manchester Central has the lead now. So we're looking at an exciting 8 minutes here to determine the winner tonight.
The only real negative thing about where we sit is we can't see the scorer's table to know who's got the arrow. So I don't remember who has the arrow. That would be the type of thing that they would give you on the little ticker at the bottom. Yes. Bill Jennings is telling me to call somebody to get it. I could make Nick give us the update. Who has the arrow? He's sitting there cheering us on. He would think that we just wanted cake. Bedford trailing Central 43-42. as we start the fourth quarter of play. And I guess we'll get our answer soon enough, but
I think Central had the first possession of the third quarter, so I'm going to say that the arrow is with Bedford.
I believe that you're correct. The 5 on the floor for Bedford: Butts, Morgan, O'Neill, Green, Lagulon. To Green on the near side. Tim gets it to Harry up top. Harry driving the lane, trying to create a little bit of space. Now to Butts in the corner, to Morgan up top. And over to Green on the near side for 3. Tim Green, a big three-pointer for Tim. That gives him a grand total of 13 on the game, and the Bulldogs on top 45-43. Connor Butts, nice job to knock the ball away from Bosch. Kept alive there by Central. Infante doing a great job fighting down low on the glass, and after all that, O'Neill picks up the rebound. Bedford back the other way. Morgan into the front court, pocket picked by Nyang, and Nyang on the fast break gets fouled by O'Neill. Or check that, I thought I heard a whistle, I did not. Just a bucket from Nyang. I don't know how there was contact there, how there wasn't contact there. We're tied at 45, 7 left in the game. Butts dribbling with his left hand, nice little floater from the elbow. Connor Butts, a big shot there, and the Bulldogs on top, 47-45. Quickly into the front court for Central. Morgan knocks it away, somehow as sliding on the floor, passes to his teammate, and as Bedford comes back the other way, they lose the ball. Infante winds up getting it for Central and makes a big layup, and now the game tied at 47 again, and the pace has gone way faster now.
You're going to need a timeout.
Seriously, man. Lagulon drives the baseline for Bedford, somehow manages to extricate the ball. Looked like it might be blocked, but Harry gets a bucket. He's got 8. Bulldogs on top 49-47. Williams back the other way. He gets a bucket. Would somebody play defense? And now Williams has 9 in the second half, 20 overall, and we're tied at 49, 6:20 left in the game. This is like an all-star game.
Yeah, what we saw in the third quarter there continued so far in the fourth,
yes,
with the end-to-end action and a lot of athleticism from both sides. We saw Morgan with that strip block from behind. Then he made that diving steal that you were describing. And unfortunately for Bedford, they've had a couple turnovers on the other end. And now we're knotted at 49.
Seems like that's one of those things that sort of happens when a guy makes an improbable play like that and is a bit winded and might have lost his bearings a little bit. It's hard to make the next play. It's one of those situations, it's hard to stay within yourself. 49 apiece, 6:18 left here in the ball game. You got a good one, so if you tune in for back and forth, stay with us. This game has been back and forth. Back and forth will air after the game. Now over to the far side to Butts, now up top to O'Neill for 3. Big one for Justin, his first points here in the second half. That gives him 19, and it gives the Bulldogs a 3-point lead, 52-49. Now Royce Williams, step back 3, misses. Fighting down low for that rebound is Green. Gets it to Butts, who can't corral it. It's off the shins of Connor Butts, and it'll be little green ball underneath. Bedford leading by 3, 5:50 left in the game.
That last 3 by O'Neill, his 4th of the night, giving him 19 points.
O'Neill guarding the inbounder. Nice job there by Thomas Morgan to steal the ball off the inbound pass. And Morgan thought he was fouled on the way up by Williams. Instead, they're just going to say out of bounds, Bedford ball underneath.
Yeah, Jesus Milan got his hands in there with a nice strip. He's had an impressive floor game for Central tonight.
O'Neill to inbound, looking for Butts. Instead finds Lagulon along the baseline. Now to Morgan, and Morgan's little 15-footer from the elbow misses, picked up by Infante for Central. Bedford leads by 3. Williams dribbling into the front court. Nice crossover, takes it back out to Niang. Now to Cody on the far side. Cody dribbling with the right through the legs, guarded there by Butts, and they say that Connor fouled him on the floor. And it will be Central ball, 5:27 left in the game. Bulldogs on top by 3.
That's just the 4th team foul on Bedford here in the second half.
Cody to inbound, gets it to Infante, now to Niang up top. Niang dribbling with the right hand, guarded closely there by the 6'7" Justin O'Neill, beats him off the dribble. Had a chance at a layup, missed it, but they say he is fouled by O'Neill, but Mark Elmendorf is saying, hey, he pushed off, and might have a point.
Yeah, that one could have gone either way, but O'Neill had a big swing at that block, and He didn't get called on that similar play against Niang recently, but they got him on that one.
Niang's first free throw is made. He has made 2 of 3 in the game so far. He's got 7 points. Check that, 8 for Didi. And the second one also good, giving him 9, getting Central back within 1, 52-51. 5:15 left in the game. Butts into the front court. Pass to O'Neal. Back to the corner now to Green. Had a shot at an open 3. Decided against it. Now gets it to Harry up top. Harry dribbling with the right hand. Ball knocked away from Harry, and they say, wow, it went off of Harry's leg and out of bounds. It'll be little green ball. 5 minutes left in the game. Bedford clinging to a 1-point lead.
Bedford sticking with man-to-man defense here.
So now dribbling into the front court, Milan. The ball knocked away there from Infante. Rebound to Lagulon, who says, I'll take it myself, and instead winds up getting it over to Butts. Butts dribbling with the left hand. Ball knocked away from Butts by Milan. And they say the ball off of Butts. And it will be Central ball in the front court. Bulldogs on top by 1, 52-51. Long inbound pass to Cody in the backcourt. Butts guarding Cody there, giving him ample space. Cody through the legs, now to the glass. Nice up fake, misses the shot. Lagulon had a chance at the rebound. Infante gets the rebound, tries to throw it off of Lagulon, unable to do so. And now it'll be little green ball. Milan driving the paint, using his body, creating space, and makes a bucket over Tim Green. That is Jesus Milan's 6th bucket of the game. Bedford quickly trying to get the ball into the front court. And a pass to Harry Lagulon. And Lagulon knocked down, ball out of bounds. It'll be little green ball back the other way. Bedford chasing 1, 53-52. Williams, a stutter step, now drives the lane, misses the shot. And a bit of a late call there. And the call on Thomas Morgan. Williams will go to the line and shoot 2.
That's 2 on Thomas and 6 on the Bulldogs, so Central will go to the line for the rest of the evening.
Williams' first free throw rattles about, is missed. Williams with an even 20 on the game. Bedford trailing by 1, 53-52. Bedford going a little bit bigger now. Butts out of the game, Zach Guerin in.
Central 5 of 10 from the line tonight. Bedford 6 of 8.
And Williams makes his second, making him 6 of 11. And right back the other way is Bedford chasing 2. Halfway home in the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs trail 54-52. The crowd not happy, thinking Thomas Morgan traveled, but he did not. Bedford winds up losing the ball anyway. Williams into the front court to Milan. Now back to Williams, dribbling with the left up top. 3:40 left in the game. Bedford trails by 2. To Milan up top. Guerin into the lane. And Guerin does enough to distract that shot. Milan misses, picks up the rebound, and he winds up converting the bucket, does Jesus Milan, and Bedford will come right back the other way. O'Neal into the front court for Bedford, trailing by 4. Now down low to Guerin. Creates a little bit of space. Nice move, high off the glass, misses. And back the other way is Central. Bedford needs a stop and a score. Trails by 4, 3 minutes left here in the game. Williams with it, now to Milan. Milan guarded there by Morgan. Milan drives into the paint. The shot from Milan, high off the glass, somehow hugs the front rim. And Milan's shot falls, and Bedford hasn't really found a way to solve the Jesus Milan puzzle. He's got 16 now in the game, 12 in the second half.
It's like there's missing pieces or something. He's an enigma. He's done it on both ends. He's got 16 points, and he's making big buckets, so it's loud in that sense, but it's quiet how he's done it. I think he's scored all layups. He's scrappy. He finds a way to get to the glass, and he's been wreaking havoc on defense all night long.
The Bulldogs trail by 6, 58-52, and it looked like what Elmendorf was attempting to do was bring Guerin in and switch to a 2-3 zone to try to really prevent that dribble drive penetration, but unsuccessfully. When Milan was driving the lane, there are others that come with him, which leaves somebody else open.
Yeah, Central's done a good job in isolating and creating one-on-one opportunities and getting into the paint. So we'll see how the Bulldogs adjust defensively here in the last 3 minutes, because you're right, they got to start making some stops.
Morgan with the ball, dribbling into the front court. Now switches hands over to Lagulon on the far side. Lagulon trying to pick up a screen from somebody, looking for Guerin, and instead winds up getting it over to Tim Green, who loses control of the ball. Now shoots a jumper from the baseline, missed. The rebound there to Niang, and back the other way is Central. A big run for Central, 7-0, and the crowd did not like that one. Royce Williams stopped to pop a three, and in doing so discarded Thomas Morgan with his left hand. It was like the Michael Jordan, Brian Russell thing.
That's exactly what it was like.
If you harken back to the 1998 NBA Finals.
This time it was called.
This time it was called. Morgan dribbling into the front court, looks to Green on the near side. Now back to Morgan up top. Morgan dribbling with the left hand, trying to get a little bit of space. Gets it, loses the ball now to Guerin, now to Lagulon in the paint. Lagulon loses the ball, misses the shot, thought he was fouled. Back the other way is Central, long pass to Cody. Now to Williams outside the three-point line on the near side, guarded there by Guerin. And Central coming back the other way, leading by 6. 1:51 left here in the game. Shot blocked there by Guerin. Back the other way is Bedford. Green had a chance at a three, held up, gets it over to Lagulon on the far side. Harry loses the ball, but they say knocked away by Infante. It'll be Bedford ball underneath. But the Bulldogs got to find a way to score some points. It's been a quiet last few minutes.
Yeah, huge possession here. Central giving them a gift by taking that quick shot on the other end. There's no shot clock. They didn't need to shoot it.
O'Neal to Guerin on the baseline. The shot missed. And back the other way will be Central. Cody with the ball, dribbling into the front court, guarded there by Harry. Kick over to the corner to Niang. And now Central just trying to kill a little bit of time, and Morgan will foul Royce Williams. And Williams will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. So far on the game, he is 2 of 3, and the Bulldogs chasing 6. A scant 84 seconds remain in the game.
Yeah, we're at that juncture now where Bedford has to hope Central starts missing free throws and they take advantage of their possessions. And we'll probably see Bedford play the foul game here.
Central playing some very good D. Williams makes a big free throw right there. Now 3 of 4 on the game. That gives them a 7-point lead for Central. And now the second one from Williams, also good. 4 of 5 on the night. Bedford back the other way, chasing 8. 60-52 in favor of the Central Little Green. Morgan over to O'Neal on the far side. The 3 from Justin misses. Nice job by Green to try to get the rebound, but Williams corrals it for Central, and right back the other way, the Little Green. Niang finds Infante down low, kicks it back over to Milan, and Milan fouled there by Green, and that will be Green's second foul, if my math is right.
And that's the 8th team foul in Bedford, so Central shooting 1-and-1. It's Milan's first trip to the line. He's got 16, as we mentioned.
Milan's first one missed, and Bedford somehow, I think, thought Milan was shooting 2. He was shooting a 1-and-1. He missed it, and that was one of the easiest rebounds you'll see off a 1-and-1 in a basketball game. Bedford wasn't ready for it, and Milan misses. The rebound to Central, and Niang will go to the line to again shoot a 1-and-1. Or is this a 2? It was a 2 for Niang. Makes the free throw. 4 of 5 for Didi. 61-52 in favor of Central. And now the other one coming also good for Didi. So Bedford basically giving Central a free 2 points out of that possession. You can't do that at that point in the game either. Morgan dribbling the ball there. Milan winds up knocking it away, gets it back again, and Milan the layup. And again, another one from Jesus Milan. Bedford goes to inbound. Can't complete that inbound pass successfully, but it will be Bedford ball on the far side. 47 seconds left in the game. And if memory serves, I wasn't keeping track at that point. I believe the Bedford Bulldogs were on top 52-48 or 52-49. And Central has run off a 15-0 lead. And now Noah Kokinos into the game for Harry Lagulon. The Bulldogs will need to try to get it back 3 at a time.
Yep, they're going to need a miracle here. with some quick threes and turnovers.
Bulldogs down by 12, 45 seconds left in the game. Morgan dribbling with his right, gets a little 15-footer, misses. O'Neal keeps it alive, knocked around. Central winds up coming up with that rebound, and a long outlet pass to Cody. And Cody, as he catches it, is knocked, and they'll send him to the line. Sam Cody will shoot a 1-and-1. The foul called there on Thomas Morgan is fourth. Don't forget, we finished the third quarter, and the Bulldogs were chasing one. It was 43-42 favor of Central. Central has gone on a big run, 21-10 here in this fourth quarter. Cody makes his free throw. First point of the game for the sophomore guard. 1 of 3 now from the line. And Cody makes the second as well. And now the Bulldogs trail by 14, about half a minute left. O'Neal dribbles into the front court, now drives the lane, loses the ball. Morgan picks it up, shoots a little floater from the lane, missed. O'Neal fighting for the rebound. Coquinos comes up with it, gets it over to Green. Now looking up top to Morgan. Morgan has a shot at a three, instead drives the lane, kicks it over to Green on the near side. The shot missed. O'Neal picks up the rebound, gets shoved in the back there by Andrew Houghton, the freshman guard for Central. And you don't want the game to devolve into anything at this point. It's been a pretty clean game thus far. O'Neal will inbound to Guerin. Guerin over to O'Neal, shoots a three. Justin's shot misses. Rebound there collected by Bailey Bates. And Central into the front court, no shot taken, and time will expire. So the final in this one for Bedford, a 66-52 loss. Coming out of halftime, the Bulldogs, don't forget, had a 30-29 lead, but were outscored 27-20, or check that, 37-22 in the second half. Big run in that fourth quarter by Central.
Yeah, just unfortunate timing for Bedford, where Central got all that momentum in the fourth quarter with turnovers, and it just sort of dried up offensively. You know, Bedford had a couple good looks at threes in the fourth quarter that went in and out, and they shot it well. They hit 9 threes as a team. O'Neal had 4 threes, Green had 3, and Morgan had 2 in that third quarter. But the turnovers and missed shots there in the fourth, just unfortunate timing for Bedford.
Yeah, it definitely made things difficult for them as we neared the end of the game. It also didn't help for Bedford that Central really solved the Justin O'Neal puzzle. The first half, they really had no answer for Justin O'Neal. He wound up scoring 19 points overall in the game, but it's kind of a tale of two halves. O'Neal had 16 in the first and 3 in the second, so a total of 19 for Justin. Tim Green chipped in 13 for the Bulldogs, 8 in the first, 5 in the third. Thomas Morgan, another one for whom it was a tale of two halves. He had nothing in the first, 6 in the second. Connor Butts with 2 for the Bulldogs. Harry Lagulon as well with 8. And Zach Guerin with 2, Trey Ravenel with 2. On the other side, Royce Williams, 2 pretty evenly played halves. 11 in the first, 12 in the second. That gave him 23. He was high point in the game. Jesus Milan, 14 big points in the second half. He wound up with a total of 18. Didi Niang with 11 in the second, or 11 overall in the game. That made a big difference. And then Infante and Dowell with 5 apiece. And Cody rounding out the scoring for the Central Little Green. He had 2. And your final score here, 66-52 in favor of the Manchester Central Little Green over.